Hi there, this is Abby Hess, your Inside Strategic Account Manager. In this video, I'm going to quickly walk through the new 4-letter Press online solution, 4-letter Press Online. Students can access 4-letter Press Online on their own, or they can enter a course that was created by the instructor. While I'm looking at 4-letter Press Online on my laptop computer right now, you can also see that this product was especially designed to be able to work on a variety of mobile devices. If I'm clicking into ScreenFly right here, you can see how I'm looking at the same site on an Android phone or on a tablet. No matter what mobile device you decide to use, 4-letter Press has responsive design and will work perfectly. Moving on to basic navigation, students can work through the actual ebook and watch other media assets that were built for it, like videos, from this main screen. They also have their own study board where they can collect information that they want to study and look at later. If I click into one of these chapters, it'll bring up the same ebook that I would see within my print version of the book. I have the little chapter outline where I can go into what part of the chapter I want to see. You can see that the online product is highly visual, just like the print 4-letter Press books. While students are reading, they have annotation tools and they're able to collect information. We call these bits of information that they collect study bits. If I'm on my mobile phone, I can easily just click a sentence and it'll group that entire sentence for me. I don't have to drag it. Say I want to include these 2 sentences because I think they're important. As soon as I do that, I'll have this little Create Study Bit window open. I can say study for later, or maybe this is confusing to me. And then I can rate my understanding of this topic. Maybe it's important, but I do get it, or maybe it's something that I want to work on later. If I choose weak, fair, or strong, it will color code them red, yellow, and green. Every single piece of text within the entire ebook is already pre-tagged with certain topics, but I can add my own tags as well. Say that I want to create study bits that I'm going to study for the Chapter 2 quiz. I can name them Chapter 2 Quiz and tag it as that. Once I've read through the chapter and collected my study bits, as a student I can go to the study board and find them all in one place. I can filter and organize by different chapters, by different tag categories, or by the tags that I put there by myself. In the study board area, I can create a practice quiz for myself. I can choose what chapter, and I can select my filtered study bits. So if I go in here and filter all my study bits by the tag that I created, I can filter them by level of understanding, what type of study bit it is, or the tags that I created. So I'm going to study all of the things that I tagged as Chapter 2 quiz. Once I do this, it's going to allow me to practice whatever I filtered for. So it's really a self-guided practice quiz to make sure that I can practice things that I know I'm not doing that well on. Another great thing about this is that students will also be tested on things that they do think that they know well. And then they'll be able to realize whether they truly do know it well or maybe they don't. So I can take my practice quiz, and once I've completed it, I'll be able to look at my answers and see how well I did. A lot of these will be linked as well so that I can go back to the actual page of the ebook where I'd be able to read more about this topic. I can retake the quiz and try to do better, or view my past quizzes. Here you can see these are all of the study bits that I have tagged with different topics. So far, I have this many study bits, and these are how many I don't know that well and how many I'm doing okay on. Study bits in the 4-letter Press online study board allow students to track how well they're doing with the information they need to know, and they can see whether they really do know the information that they think they already understand while reading. The ebook itself is also loaded with media assets. and interactive activities within the text. As an instructor, I can manage my course and add specific assignments into a gradebook. The assignments will load here on this calendar. Something that's great about it is it's really easy for instructors to create some assignments for their students. They can add chapter content or an assessment that they want students to take. By easily selecting the chapter they want, how many points they want the quiz to be, how many attempts students can have, and how it's going to be graded. Instructors can have the system choose questions for them, or they can choose their own questions. And I can filter these questions by what type of question they are and what concepts I want students to learn. Once I've created my quiz, I can preview it if I want, and if I need to change the assignment date, it's as easy as dragging it on the calendar. And note, these are all things I can do with a swipe of my finger on my phone. And while students have a concept tracker, instructors can see the concept tracker for their entire class. So they can see how many study bits students are working on, how many practice quizzes they've taken, and what tagged categories they might need to have a little bit more instruction on. There's also a full gradebook in here that can be linked to your learning management system. Whether students want to use this on their own to practice for their quizzes and contain and keep information that they're learning while reading, they can do that, or instructors can assign their own assignments and keep track of how their students are doing within the course. This was just a brief overview of what the new 4-letterpress online solution can do for students and instructors. Feel free to ask us any questions.